Deep beneath the Lincoln Memorial, out of public view, is a piece of history rarely seen and largely forgotten for nearly 60 years. It's called the Lincoln Undercroft. And in this week's Taste of Summer series, we investigate what lies below the statue of America's renowned president.
The Lincoln Memorial itself was essentially built on top of these pilings.
Many have walked up the 145 marble steps to see the shrine of Abraham Lincoln, the president who declared slavery unjust. But few have ever seen what lies just below the floor of the Lincoln Memorial. CTV got a first-hand look this morning at the three-story, nearly 44,000 square foot basement. It was like taking a step back in time.
We are in the Undercroft of the Lincoln Memorial, or commonly referred to probably as a basement. When they built the memorial starting in 1914, this area was just recently reclaimed from the Potomac. It had been marshy, sort of swampy beforehand. So the architects realized they're going to have to sink the foundations of the building all the way down to bedrock, a total of about 150, 160 feet. So what we're looking at right now are the concrete pilings that form that foundation.
Walk through the 150-foot pilings here underneath the Lincoln Memorial. You'll see a handful of graffiti that's on these pilings. This one in particular is more than 100 years old, built by the original builders of the memorial.
There are a number of these graffiti drawings throughout the Undercroft. You can sort of picture these men on a cigarette break or breaking for lunch, picking up an old piece of charcoal and then just sort of doodling on the columns to pass the time.
Just behind that cinder block lies a small exhibit room with archival photos and other artifacts, including protests and rallies held over the years. As you walk farther underground, you come to the basement area just below the marble steps of the Lincoln Memorial, and eventually you reach a section under the blacktop just at the edge of the reflecting pool, an extremely hot and humid area. The underground pillars were mainly forgotten about until renovations began in 1975. Construction crews found what amounted to a cave, complete with stalactites hanging from parts of the Undercroft ceiling.
If you look around, you see lots of these white, what look like almost geologic formations, and that's exactly what they are. As water leaches through the marble of the memorial, it picks up calcium carbonate and it forms stalactites and other geologic formations that would not be out of place in Mammoth Cave or other caverns.
Unfortunately, for security reasons, the basement area is not open to the public and is kept under tight lock and key. But an expansion of the exhibit area is currently in the design stage and will include a window view into the fascinating Lincoln Undercroft.
And that expanded window view into the Lincoln Undercroft should be completed sometime between 2020 and 2022.